The art of acceptance, embracing Stoic wisdom for inner peace and resilience. The power of acceptance, a Stoic perspective. The Stoics acknowledge the imperfections and contradictions inherent in human nature. They teach us to accept this reality, emphasizing that much of our suffering arises from misguided judgments about what lies beyond our control. By focusing on what truly depends on us, our judgments, actions, and perceptions, we can cultivate resilience and serenity. Understanding human weakness. Human beings are often driven by impulses, weaknesses, and contradictions. According to Stoicism, it is futile to dwell on the actions or betrayals of others, as they lie outside our sphere of influence. Instead, the key to avoiding unnecessary suffering is to accept the imperfect nature of humanity, while striving to refine our own thoughts and behaviors. This acceptance does not equate to passivity or resignation. Rather, it involves aligning our actions with reality and exercising reasoned judgment. Acceptance versus resignation. Acceptance in the Stoic sense is not the same as resignation. It is about taking reasonable actions in harmony with reality. If a situation can be changed, we should work to improve it. If it cannot be changed, we should accept it with grace. This discernment, knowing what is within our control and what is not, is the cornerstone of Stoic wisdom. By letting go of unrealistic expectations, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. Taking control of the mind mental discipline is central to Stoic practice. This involves monitoring our thoughts, observing our judgments, and questioning their validity. Why suffer from unmet expectations or superficial judgments? Why allow the opinions of others to dictate our peace of mind? The Stoics teach us to become aware of these mental mechanisms, enabling us to regain control over our minds and reactions. When we stop resisting the inevitable and desiring reality to conform to our wishes, we find inner peace. This serenity stems from accepting what is, rather than struggling against what cannot be. True freedom lies within. For the Stoics, true freedom is internal. It does not depend on external circumstances, but rather on our ability to master our reactions. Consider this example. Someone criticizes your work. If you are overly attached to their judgment, it may upset you. However, if you recognize that their opinion is beyond your control and does not alter your intrinsic worth, you remain unaffected. The criticism exists, but it holds no power over you unless you allow it. The practice of active indifference. Active indifference, as advocated by the Stoics, involves distinguishing between what is essential and what is secondary. For instance, while loyalty or betrayal in a friendship may carry relational significance, it should not disrupt our pursuit of virtue and inner peace. By not giving undue importance to things outside our influence, we maintain our focus on what truly matters. Daily practices for growth. Stoic philosophy encourages continuous practice to cultivate resilience and clarity. Here are some exercises to integrate Stoic principles into daily life. Daily reflection. Reflect on the events of the day, identifying moments where judgments took control, and assess how to respond better in the future. Journaling. Write down your thoughts and reactions to gain deeper insight into your mental processes and correct irrational judgments. Negative visualization. Imagine worst-case scenarios to appreciate what you have and to put potential difficulties into perspective. Focusing on self-improvement. Stoicism is deeply rooted in personal growth. By mastering our judgments and reducing unrealistic expectations, we strengthen our ability to face life's challenges with composure and wisdom. This approach fosters resilience, enabling us to navigate life's highs and lows with calmness and clarity. Instead of being consumed by fleeting events, we channel our energy into what truly matters, the pursuit of virtue and inner peace. The Stoics remind us that we are the architects of our own suffering, but we also possess the tools for liberation. By cultivating awareness and directing our thoughts toward what is rational and aligned with nature, we can transcend external turbulence and achieve inner tranquility. Accepting what we cannot change and acting wisely on what we can leads to a harmonious life, one that is in sync with reality rather than in conflict with it. Through consistent practice and self-improvement, we can attain the serenity and freedom that lie at the heart of Stoic philosophy.